A lot of you guys seem to think that Gypsy Rose was abused her whole life and she was just traumatized. I don't think you guys actually watched her Mother's Day post. Let's spin the block on that.
Mother's Day, and I wanted to make a video basically celebrating the really strong and wonderful women that I have in my life that have been mother figures to me over the last 8.5 years. I first want to start off by saying I did turn off the comments to this video because I don't want to hear any negative bullshit. If you want to talk shit about me, by all means, I don't give an F. Go do it on your own platform, but I'm not going to see it in my comments. Okay? So there's that. Secondly, it does not go without notice that my own biological mother is not here to celebrate Mother's Day. And what I choose to feel on Mother's Day regarding my own mother is that I think the best of her. I think about the good times. I think about her as not what she did to me, but I think about her as a person. And I think that, was she a good mom? No. Was she the best mom in the world? No. But she was still my mom. So what I choose to feel about her, whether that be guilt, anger, grief, resentment, whatever, that's mine to feel. No one can take away my own feelings about my own mother. And I feel like nobody should be able to have an opinion about my mother except for her family and me, because we were the people closest to her. Everybody else does not matter. But I choose to remember her for the good that was in her heart, that I truly believe was there. I have been working for years on forgiveness, and I hope that she is in heaven, and I hope
she's in heaven.
To some degree, I make her proud of at least some of the achievements that I've made in my life in growing up and standing on my own 2 feet.
She makes her proud by unaliving her and making money.
Experiences. Because in heaven, they say that like all mental afflictions, all physical afflictions are gone, right? God makes you perfect in heaven. So if you take away the mental afflictions that my mother had, then I think what's left is a good person. At the end of the day, is a good person. Do I have regrets?
What you say? A good person? Oh, that's strange.
But nobody's going to be able to tell me things about myself that I don't already know. So that's what I want to touch base on with my mom is concerned. So I will say a prayer for her today. And I will remember the good that was inside of her, whether that be extremely deep or not. So I'll say a prayer. Okay, moving on to the other women in my life. So
now I will say this. I know everybody doesn't handle trauma the same way. But when you go through trauma to the extent that you felt like you had to unalive your mom, you would be on here sobbing. Yes, you would be on here sobbing, because just the thought of the trauma, the reminder of it makes you cry. She shows no emotion in any of her videos. And anything where she even tries to, she's wiping away fake tears. Like she did during her, whatchamacallit video. Her announcement for her pregnancy. Trauma that's not what trauma looks like. And I don't understand why people have not woken up. I don't understand how people are not seeing this as something being wrong. Like, something is very wrong in this video. And even the way she's handled things, discussed things in reference to her mom. And then now she's saying she's concerned. And let's spin the block on that again. I'm struggling with emotions today. The more I hear and read about my generic condition, the one that she said she never had any symptoms of, the one that her mother was taking care of her for, the reason why she was in a wheelchair, the reason why she had the feeding tubes, she's admitting to this right now, the more I worry. I feel like maybe I'm already a bad mom because I have known this, but I chose to have kids anyway. And I mean, I didn't know it would be passed down until recently, but it only makes me feel selfish knowing that I could be bringing a child into this world with health problems. And I hate the way it sounds because I don't want to sound like my mother, but it's a valid concern. And basically, I could bring a child into this world to suffer a fate of living abnormal. And I just feel like a piece of, you know what, and it would be all my fault. Like, that is something that is heavy on my heart. So that right there tells you that she's worried about having a child that has the same issues she has. That chromosome disorder also comes with mental health issues. A lot of what we're seeing with her as well, right? We're seeing like a mass amount of mental health issues, like certain things that are going on, and those are things that she could pass down onto her child. Now, I firmly believe that this child is going to be her karma, because what she has, the way she's villainized her mom isn't right. But her child could very well do the same thing to her. And I'm not saying unalive her, but I think villainize her, make her look bad, say things about her. And this is her doing. Some of like the hypersexuality, that all comes from that chromosome disorder. The wheelchairs, weak muscles, part of that chromosome disorder. The eyes, part of that chromosome disorder. The seizures, part of that chromosome disorder. So a lot of the things that her mom did say she had, her mom embellished the issues. Like, she didn't need the wheelchair all the time. She needed it as when she was younger, but she didn't need it all the time. So her mom did embellish it to get money and gifts and stuff like that. So her mom was wrong in that aspect. But I feel like she was villainized a whole lot more than what she was. And again, after you guys seeing the crime scene photos, you guys know it's bad. But there's always two sides to every story, and then the truth. And the reality is, Gypsy is not known for telling the truth. But this is what I have for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye for now.